Hey, fifth grade. So I know we've been doing a lot with our different presentations for social studies, and we've been trying to figure out how to present all the information that we want to really answer an essential question. So today I'm going to move that focus a little bit about how we rock our presentations, how we really show our stuff using the tools that we have. So one of the first things to consider when you're making a presentation or presenting your information anyway digitally is to try to keep that text simple. So if I put too many words on this slide, then my audience is focused on reading that and they're not even focusing on what I'm saying. So I could talk more on just by having that simple header. So we really got to think about how we keep that text simple. So how can I just have a couple bullet points or a couple keywords on here to really help my audience? One way that we can really keep it simple is by using our pictures and our graphics intentionally. So there's this super awesome presenter that talks all about how to communicate well, and she says that we should think about using our slides to do something for you that your words cannot do. So if I can say everything that's on my slide, then I probably didn't need a slide in the first place. So what can we do to use our slides to make our presentations even better? That same presenter talks about our brains thinking as like a two-lane road. One lane is for words and one lane is for pictures. If there's too many pictures or too many words, it's difficult for our brain to be able to understand that. That's too much cognitive load. So how can we make sure that we space those out so that our audience really gets what we're talking about? The next key point would be to thinking about your text. So this slide is so hard to look at because there's different fonts, there's different colors, there's different sizes. So I intentionally am not in presentation mode, so you can kind of look here and see anytime I select text or if I go over text, I can choose a different font here. I can pick my size, I can pick my color to really make this text where it's not distracting to my audience at all. So really think about who you're presenting to. Are you presenting in front of the classroom? Or are you just presenting virtually? Like these slides, I don't have to have my font as big as I would if I were in our classroom presenting at the front of the room. So really think about the way that it looks on your slides, including the way that it comes with backgrounds if you've changed that. A next thing to consider is show your stuff. So just because we're keeping our text simple and we're using pictures instead of words, or we're simplifying the way that we present our text, that doesn't mean that we don't still include the information. So in our presentations, we want to answer the essential question, but also be able to use your presentation that you know that you're going to give to share that information. So keep your presentation simple enough, but still include that key information. The last key thing to consider is how we can give credit to the individuals that have helped us or resources that we've used. So, for example, the ISTE standards, those things that we think about when we're trying to figure out how to use technology well, we want to make sure that we give credit for those things. So I put that website that I used and that awesome presenter that I mentioned a few slides ago, her name's Melissa Marshall. So I included the videos that I watched from her. So just a couple key tips. I'll make sure that you guys can look back on this presentation to really make the best presentations that we can.